Okay. Name and your question.
Andy from Anaheim. We have a serious problem in the future, like now our ozone is being eaten up, and called the greenhouse effect.
Yes.
And I always want to know how you feel about this and what you would do, what we could do now to stop this from happening.
Well, I'll tell you what. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The first thing I'm going to do to clear the ozone is get you out of here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Brandy from Anaheim.
Yes, Brandy.
And I've been watching in the news about, all these kids getting shot at schools, and they had a news program about, are our kids safe in school? I want to know if you really think there is anything we can do about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you why kids aren't safe in school. Mainly it's because of these stupid idiot gangs. And I say it's about time that dimwit moron, Mayor Bradley, I think it's about time he declared a national emergency here in Los Angeles. How many more people must die before the mayor calls for a national emergency and brings in the National Guard with their tanks to clean up Los Angeles? Okay, yes. Okay,
Hey
go
there,
ahead.
Wally.
Hi.
My name's Kurt from Villa Park.
Yes, sir.
And,
Okay, Kurt.
and I want to say hi to Jackie.
Okay.
And, I wondered, Ronald.
Thing I agree with you on. I think also President Reagan was great, but I do believe that before he resigned, he should have gone up there and said, hey, this man was doing what he had to do for his country, and I hope right now that this trial is dismissed, because Oliver North is no criminal. He's a hero!
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm Kerry.
Okay.
I'm Kerry from Huntington. I was wondering what your views were on the legalization of marijuana for adult usage.
Well, no. Hold it. I am not in favor. Hold it. I am not in favor of marijuana uses for anybody, because I've had too many doctors on for years now who've told me what brain damage marijuana can cause, and also it is almost always used as a stepping stone to higher drugs.
How about alcohol, though, on the other hand?
Don't question me. You're out of here.
Oh, you're out of here.
I'll be right back.
FGS has been helping people to get auto insurance for a long time, but in case you haven't called us lately, you really should. You'll be surprised at just how low FGS rates really are. Even if you are currently uninsured, never had auto insurance, or are having trouble getting insured, FGS can insure any licensed driver. FGS will also provide you with a low down payment, low monthly payments, and insure you over the telephone with your credit card. Call us right now for a quote, then insure for less at FGS.
I want to invite you to join me every Monday night on the radio on KLAC 57 on the AM dial, that great country music station. Every Monday night, I talk to you on the air for 3 hours. We take your telephone calls, and we have ludicrous guests as well. So join me every Monday night from 7 until 10 p.m. on KLAC 57 on the AM dial, the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Call me on the phone for 3 hours. I'll see you then. Thank you.
I'll never forget the shock of that morning. I mean, there they were, in bed beside me. Oh, lifeless lumps. Do you know what it's like when your pillows die?
Replace your tired, worn-out pillows before it's too late. This top-quality American-made set of 4 pillows is just $39.75. Filled with the finest feathers and white goose down, these 4 pillows are covered in feather-proof 100% cotton, and they're designed for your sleeping comfort. You would expect to pay as much as $120 for a fine set of pillows like this. Now, for a limited time, you can have this luxurious set of 4 feather and goose down pillows conveniently delivered to your door for only $39.75 plus shipping and handling. Enjoy your best night's sleep every night with this fabulous pillow set for just $39.75. That's less than department stores sometimes charge for a single pillow. Call 1-800-876-5733. That's 1-800-876-5733. All major credit cards are accepted. Sorry, no CODs.
Welcome back. Wally George here with Hot Seat, and we're here every Saturday night, 11 to 12 midnight. We'll get to our first victim on the Hot Seat, one of our regular liberal lunatics. But first of all, I want to remind all of you who are watching us here in Southern California, and take your phone calls from 4 beating, if you will, okay?
He's back again. He looks like he's wearing a gray suit, but he actually...
Hey, hold on, Jim. Hey,
this is a black suit. You can't even see straight.
It looked like...
Who is this idiot? Who is this guy? Who is this
hold
guy?
on, Jim. Hold on, Jim. Hey, I have a... Hold on.
The head of your goon squad.
Wait, I got a comment to make.
I think you're afraid to face me straight on without the head of your security force.
Wait, I got a... Wait. Wait, I got a comment. Hey, Jim, nice suit, Salvation Army.
Okay. Well, anyway...
Hey,
go ahead.
You have a great sense of humor.
Introduce me, Bill.
Well, anyway, I was going to say he's sitting right next to me here in the plane.
What right does he have to
Will
do
you shut up?
to be introducing anybody?
Just shut up.
Why don't you get behind the scenes where you belong?
Oh, shut your mouth, you idiot.
He's really right here in the plain brown wrapper for adults only because he's in favor of pornography, and I think he thinks he's in the security business. He's been trying to frisk me ever since he got here.
He's having another wet dream. He wishes I would.
Oh, listen, you little twerp. His name is Jim Myers. Now listen. You are so outrageous.
Well, thank you.
Once again, you little twerp.
Get on with the subject, will you, Wally?
Okay, once again, you are here to defend a horrifying thing like pornography. How can you defend pornography when you heard that murdering maniac Ted Bundy, who has murdered some 23 women, when he said in almost his last breath, he said, at least you should know that one thing we serial killers have in common is we are all addicted to pornography. Now, knowing that, don't you think we should ban it? Huh? Now,
I'll tell you something.
how do you answer
Shut
that?
up. I'll tell you something, Mr. Gullible.
Oh!
Ted Bundy.
Shut up!
Ted Bundy. Hey, can you shut these bozos up so I can talk?
Don't you dare call my audience
Shut 'em up
bozos, you
so a
nitwit!
real man can talk.
Hey! Hold on. He says...
I'd like to discuss the issue, so why don't you guys shut your faces?
Wait. He says we should be quiet to let a man talk. Well, the next time we have a man as a guest, I'll let him talk. Okay, now.
Let's get back to your Ted Bundy argument.
All right, go
First
ahead.
of all, the only reason the whole subject of pornography is popular now is that right-wing idiots like you...
Oh, wait a minute, jerk.
Christian perverts have brought up the subject using Ted Bundy's feeble excuse as a reason to try to take away another freedom.
Well, I know
You're a fascist pig.
Oh!
And you are too.
Hey. Hold on. How can you possibly You do not believe Bundy?
It was a feeble excuse to cover up the fact he was a vicious, lying, killing machine.
Well,
Nobody
how
denies
do
that.
you explain?
Hey, if he'd have said, shut up. If he'd have said,
Hold on, yes.
if he would have said, I ate my mommy's apple pie and then I went out and killed people, what would you do? Ban apple pie?
Listen.
Well,
Your argument is insane and ludicrous like you are.
this
Go
sounds like
ahead,
the
Bill.
Twinkie defense again over here. We've been that route before already.
He has no idea what he's talking about. Let's get down to the issue.
Now, here's the issue.
You are gullible.
No,
Hey, I've got some land out in the desert. Maybe you'd like to buy some. You believe Ted Bundy's stupid argument.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. I got some garbage in my backyard. Maybe you want to stick your head in it. Now, hold on.
Now, that's the truest thing you've said. You probably do have a backyard full of garbage. In fact, you're in general a dirty old man.
Oh!
In fact,
Hold on, wait a minute. This guy isn't even a man, is he? You know what you remind me of? You remind me of a skinny old drag queen. That's what you remind me of. What do you think?
I'll tell you something. I think the reason you don't want pornography around is that you don't want your own perverted desires tempted. In fact, I have a report right here. I have a report right here that tells me that you were seen leaving one of those dark porno houses with... Listen to this.
You're so
And you know what? And you had a...
Sick individual.
This man is so degrading, it's almost sickening, isn't it? Hold on. I want to tell you. Wait a minute.
I'm going to tell you something. I want to show the real Wally George. I want to show the real Wally George. This is Wally George's own magazine, Victory. And let's see, on page 13, here's an ad from the Hollywood Tropicana, female mud and oil wrestling, and a bunch of naked women. You see, for the almighty dollar, you'd put anything in there.
Hold on a minute. You know
Now
what?
that's pornographic. For the bucks, you
Shut up,
put
you
naked
idiot.
women
Shut
in
your
your own
mouth.
magazine.
You know what? He would have liked it better if we had an ad in for male mud wrestlers.
Can you believe this guy?
Now, what I'm telling you is, not only Ted Bundy, but many psychologists, many police officers.
There is no evidence.
I'm sorry, there is evidence.
There is no evidence that pornography
shut up,
causes
man?
violence. None.
I'll tell you what there is. Los Angeles Police Chief Daryl Gates stated in a press conference that every time they have arrested a child molester or a rapist, they have found in that person's private headquarters in their homes piles and piles of pornography. Now,
was there ice cream in the freezer?
Many
Was there
psychologists,
milk in the refrigerator?
many psychologists have testified, not on only my show, but on network shows, on ABC and NBC.
You're a filthy liar. There is no evidence.
I'm telling you,
You'd like your Gestapo police force to be rooting around in everybody's homes,
you idiot.
looking under mattresses for materials you think are pornographic.
What I'm trying to tell you
I
is...
think he's a Nazi. There's no room. There's no room in our great country. USA! 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 USA!
Right here, let me read you this. Right here in the New York Times, a leading psychologist confirms that pornography can fuel rapists, child molesters, and murderers and push them over the edge into acts of violence and, yes, indeed, murder. That's proof, isn't it? Now, how do you answer that? How do you answer that?
They would
From
have...
the New York Times.
You see, you don't understand human nature at all. The causes for all these things are genetics, are chemical imbalances in people's brains.
I just quoted a
Pornography has
psychologist.
nothing to
You
do
don't know
with it.
anything. You're only an idiot.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you define pornography as filthy, vile, unhealthy activities, then I think John Tower is pornography.
I'll give you a
You see,
perfect...
here's what happens.
No, hold on.
His hero, his new hero, George Bush, tries to appoint a guy who spends taxpayers' dollars on orgies of booze and sex.
Oh,
now that's pornography. That's pornographic.
Hey, do you want to...
And Bush stands behind him.
Do you want to see... Do you want to see a perfect example of pornography on this program?
I'm looking at one.
Hey, I'll show you a perfect... Hold it. If you want to see a perfect example of pornography, take a good look at his ugly face. I'll be right back.
What's it like pitching in the series?
Like climbing a mountain, like going to battle. No matter how many games you win, how many awards you get, you never do it alone. It takes teamwork. All the guys giving their best. That's what makes the Sporting News a winner, too. Teamwork. 40 top baseball writers covering every team in every city every week.
The pros know the Sporting News delivers great news updates, full team-by-team reports, and thousands of stats.
More stats and inside stuff than any other sports weekly. So get the Sporting News for the best baseball coverage, plus weekly coverage of football, basketball, and hockey. Find out for yourself why over 725,000 sports fans get the Sporting News Weekly and get smart for themselves.
Call 1-800-453-6600. Get 50 issues of the Sporting News for 4 payments of just $7.47. You'll save 75% off the cover price, 50% off the regular subscription rate. Call now 1-800-453-6600.
What do these people have in common? They were all involved in an adoption, and California has adoption laws allowing waivers of confidentiality that are important to them. They can get information about their birth parents, but only if all parties agree. Matt needs an organ transplant from a brother or sister to survive. John wants to fill a big gap in his life. His adoptive parents signed a waiver of confidentiality to help in his efforts to find his natural mother and father. Janie plans to marry, and when she and Bob are ready to start their family, they'll want to know the medical history of Janie's family, and Sharon, whose baby was adopted years ago. For more information about California's laws covering waivers of confidentiality, contact the California Department of Social Services Adoptions Branch, 744 P Street, Sacramento, 95814. Area code 916-322-3778.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Wally George, and with Hot Seat, and we have on our stage this ludicrous little pipsqueak. Jim Myers is here trying to defend hardcore, vicious pornography, which I say we should outlaw, shouldn't we? Now, let me quote once again Ted Bundy before he died in the electric chair. He had no reason to do this, but he felt like he had to relieve...
He was a liar to the end, and you know it.
Oh, shut up. Now, this is what he said. He said, quote, "There are people in America like me today whose
Let's have some violin music in the background here. His one piece of evidence, an idiot who killed people without any reason, and it certainly had nothing to do with pornography.
I'm quoting him.
He was a liar
He said,
to the end.
Well,
he was a liar to the end.
Do you
like to quote liars as proof evidence? Where's your evidence?
What about Los Angeles Police Chief Daryl Gates? Do you call him a liar, too?
He's part of the same Nazi right-wing group that you are. They'd ban everything that didn't conform to their little Sunday school ways.
You don't believe police chiefs? You don't believe psychologists? You probably believe Charles Manson. What do you think? And you probably also believe all your little boyfriends in West Hollywood. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of pornography, your own daughter hasn't minded appearing nude in
now hold
movies.
on, pal.
You can warn me all you want, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Don't you ever bring up my daughter. Why, you aren't good enough to shine her shoes, is she? Don't you ever, you stupid little whip.
Hey, what would you do? Throw her in jail?
Hey, listen.
By the way, exactly what is pornography? Define it perfectly for me.
Don't you,
old-timer.
Hey, don't you know? You probably read it and drool every hour of the day. What do you think? You see,
you're sick and depraved.
I mean, for obvious reasons, taking a good look at this little twerp.
Twimp, a Wally word.
Yeah. Hey. That's a new word.
Soon we'll be able to create a new dictionary.
No, that's a new word, twimp, which is a combination of a wimp and a twerp. What I'm saying is...
Not very well.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You are trying to fly in the face of testimony from leading psychologists, from doctors, from officers of the law.
There is no real hard evidence that pornography leads to any
Would you
violent
challenge
acts.
the Surgeon General of the United States?
Would you rob us of yet another freedom? If it was up to you, that we'd have very few freedoms. We'd live in some Ozzie and Harriet world where everybody was clean and went to church. The world doesn't work that way, old man. It's changed. 40% of American people enjoy watching X-rated films in their own home.
Well, obviously you do, because that's the only kind of sex he'll ever have. Obviously, this poor little shriveled up man, this poor little man has obviously decided that sex for him has to be a spectator sport. What do you think? Can you take a good look at, can you imagine any woman would want to get romantic with him? So obviously, you
have to resort to personal attacks because you have no other argument.
Oh, you don't resort to personal attacks, do you?
You have no other argument. My argument is we live in a free country, and it's jerks like you that would try to take away our freedoms.
I'm trying to, hey.
Ignorant right-wing jerk, I might add.
Hold it. I am trying to keep this country safe and clean and decent and moral.
You're trying to return it to an era of 50 years ago that never existed anyway.
I say, Jim, when I hear testimony from psychologists, psychiatrists, from the Surgeon General of the United States, from police officers, that pornography can lead perverted men into acts of rape and child molestation and murder. I say that's enough for me, and I say we should ban pornography. Okay, come on up. Let's go to the audience. Let's go ahead. Hold down.
You've sat here.
Hold it. Okay, go ahead.
You've sat here calling names, telling Wally he's a sick old man and everything. Who's here defending hardcore pornography? You are. You're the sicko here. Dirty old man sicko.
Everybody knows that you are the perverted old man, isn't he?
I saw you looking at her swaying rear end as she walked away.
Yet I saw you walking. Hey, I saw you.
And you loved it. You loved it.
Hey, I saw him. Hold on.
And you loved it.
I saw him eyeing one of the guy's rear ends. What do you think about that? At least I'm normal, huh?
Well, wait a minute. We can't let that one pass. You are as far from normal as I've ever seen. You are abnormal. You are subhuman.
I speak up for the great majority of America, don't I? Go ahead, yes.
Yeah, Jim, I just wanted to know if you let your kids out of the closet long enough to watch your sick, perverted movies.
So how about that, Jim?
Hey, that was you have a real intelligent
By the
audience
way,
here. What kind of question was that?
Wait a minute,
that guy has the brain of a pea.
Well, do you have children?
Yes, I have children.
Wait,
unlike you, I can
has
sire children.
Now the next question has to be, who is their father, right? I mean, obviously, you
This guy has to resort to personal attacks. He has no intelligent argument.
I would like to know,
Hold it, yes.
have you ever played in a porno?
This guy looks like a girl in boys' clothes.
Well, you...
Are you a girl?
You are sick.
Are you a girl?
Well, you should...
Are you a girl?
Don't you dare
You're a
insult
fat
my
bunny,
audience.
not me. I'm not a fat.
You're an old... He's an old drag queen, isn't he? Can't you just see him at home parading around in pantyhose? Huh?
Yeah, Jim.
He's probably getting excited under his desk thinking about me and drag.
Yeah. Jim, I think that sex and privacy should be kept in the home in the United States, and love and sex.
Yeah, right.
And I wonder, you know, guys like you make me wonder what kind of underwear you're wearing if you're not wearing your wife's underwear under that suit.
I'd like to know.
USA!
Oh, come on. Yes.
What a procession of weirdos you have
They
here.
all know you. Yes, go ahead.
They're all wondering what my underwear looks like. Don't you wonder where their minds are?
Hey, I know it's probably pink with lace. What do you think? Yes, go ahead.
Jim, I have a serious... Jim,
Where'd you steal the army shirt?
Oh, shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a serious question for you, Jim. There are some
we'll be
publications, one in particular, Penthouse, and among explicit
that has a
photography,
readership of millions. Yeah.
right? But what I'm getting at is often not only do they show explicit pictures of women and men, but sometimes they take their sensationalism in their stories a little bit too far, especially towards our country.
That's right.
Do you advocate that?
You advocate that where they, in these magazines, porno often tear apart our country and bring down our country?
It's a totally different issue. It has nothing to do with the subject. So get off the stage.
Don't you get... Hold on. He's not getting off the stage. You're getting off the stage. I will only accept the best, and I've chosen Dynamic Protection Services for all of my security needs. Bill Bancroft, the owner of Dynamic, hires only the best as well, and he pays top wages. If you are
a trip to Las Vegas, or a Magnavox Color TV by entering the exciting KDOC TV Prize Bonanza contest. Look for the Prize Bonanza posters in store windows everywhere. Think of it, 6 days and 5 nights at the magnificent Las Brisas Hotel in sunny Acapulco, Mexico. Swim, sail, scuba dive, water ski, dine under the stars, and enjoy the beautiful beaches at the beautiful Las Brisas Hotel. You'll fly there courtesy of Mexicana Airlines, offering more non-stops to more of Mexico than any other airline. Or reach an exhilarating high in Las Vegas with 3 days and 2 nights at the Landmark Hotel, a one-of-a-kind winner. And some lucky winner will take home a Magnavox Color TV. Nobody puts it together like Magnavox. Be a winner in the KDOC TV 56 Prize Bonanza contest. No purchase necessary. Sign up at one of these participating merchants.
KDOC TV salutes American Cable Systems Inglewood, airing us in the community of Inglewood on Channel 26.
Are you ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you very much. Welcome all across America. We've got a great studio audience. How are you tonight, gang? Hey, this is probably one of the best audiences, Bill, we've had in a long time. You're all great out there. You know, a lot of the liberals across America over the years have tried to put down my studio audience. But let me tell you, the guys and gals who come to my studio audiences are the best Americans in the whole country. There they are, yeah. These kids are for America all the way, aren't you? Yeah, boy. Hey, you know, Bill, these are the kind of guys I'd like to lead into Moscow and take them out of business, huh? They're good. They're good. Okay, welcome everybody. This is the program that speaks up for the other side, the conservative voice of television, the original voice of combat, the original controversial talk show. We started this whole thing 6 years ago right here in Southern California, right here in Anaheim on 56, and now we continue. And let me tell you this, that we have some idiots on the show tonight. First of all, can someone turn down that monitor because it's buzzing in my ear there. Let me tell you that on the show tonight, we have a real liberal idiot. We have Jim Myers here, Jim Myers, and we're going to be debating Operation Rescue. And he says the people who are in this operation demonstrating for the lives of unborn children are wrong. I say I'm for Operation Rescue. I say little unborn children, little unborn babies deserve the right to life, right? That's right. Now we also have on here another liberal loudmouth, Rodney Brundlinger. Now to show you how far to the left this idiot is, he wants to eliminate the military here in America. He's advocating a one-world government. Oh, yeah. Sounds pretty pinko to me, let me tell you.
Sure does.
Okay. Now, before we get into my commentary, and we do have some questions from my studio audience here, let me introduce, in the booth directing us tonight, for the first time in a long time, is the very talented John Faulkner. Let's hear it for John in the booth, everybody. Right here on the floor is my producer and my beautiful wife, Janice George. There she is. Co-hosting with me again tonight, the amazing Bill Bancroft. There he is. Hey, Bill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dynamic Protection Services. Hey, you guys do a great job for me, I'll tell you.
Thanks, Wally.
Bill, and then, of course, on the floor, for the first time in a long time also, we have the multi-talented Jim DeCiccio right there. There's Jim. All right, guys. Now, everybody quiet down in the audience, please. Let's hold it down, because it's time for my commentary of the night, and then we'll get on with our show. You know, we have a lot of sick, horrifying people around America doing a lot of horrifying things. And because we are so soft on crime, we are letting these idiots get away with atrocious acts, giving them a mere slap on the wrist. Now, one of my viewers sent me an article from a Los Angeles newspaper, and I'm telling you, it was a shocking story. The story was about an act of child abuse, and this viewer of mine asked me to read it to call your attention to the fact that we must stamp out child abuse in America. Now, the newspaper article tells about a Southern California couple who have been arrested for severely beating their 3-year-old son. Can you believe that? Now, but get this, the husband is accused of kicking this 3-year-old child repeatedly with steel-toed boots. Oh, yeah. Now, together, the couple are accused of beating their 3-year-old son with their fists, with a wooden shovel, and with a large belt buckle. Now this is just a sample of the kind of thing that's going on every day here in America, and we must put an end to it. To my mind, there is nothing more rotten, more despicable than child abuse. Can you imagine beating, kicking, and torturing innocent little children? They have no way to defend themselves. But I say we here in America must defend them by enacting tough new laws that will put child abusers behind bars for the rest of their lives. I'll be right back. I want to invite you to join me every Monday night on the radio on KLAC 57 on the AM dial, that great country music station. Every Monday night, I talk to you on the air for 3 hours. We take your telephone calls, and we have ludicrous guests as well. So join me every Monday night from 7 until 10 p.m. on KLAC 57 on the AM dial, the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Call me on the phone for 3 hours. I'll see you then. Thank you. Hi, Wally George. Have you seen the beautiful new 1989 Fords at Galpin Ford in Sepulveda? Come on in. They're great, and you'll get the best possible deal, trust me, at Galpin Ford. I've been driving Galpin Fords for about 15 years, and we have a beautiful new Galpin Ford T-Bird. Come on in to Galpin Ford in Sepulveda. Tell Bert Bachman that I sent you down. Galpin Ford, 15505 Roscoe Boulevard in Sepulveda. Hey, you'll love it. They're #1. They're the best. Thank you.
Would you like to see something really incredible? Then look at this. These are real diamond rings. Perhaps more diamond rings than most people see in their entire lives.
Each beautiful butterfly sculpture is crowned with a genuine quarter-point diamond, specially set and faceted to enhance its luster and magnify its visual impact. Over $9 million worth of diamonds like these have already been sold. And the ring itself is layered entirely in genuine 18-karat gold.
Yet all of these diamond rings, all 1 million of them, will be sold for the astonishing price of only $10 each during this special nationwide publicity campaign.
But that's not all. Here's a special bonus. If you order your ring right now, we'll also give you this matching diamond butterfly pendant for only $5. That's exactly half the price.
To order, call toll-free 1-800-782-5566. That's 1-800-782-5566.
much. Welcome back. This is the program that helps America get a little greater. Yeah. Okay, hold it down. Bill, do you have anything to say about my opening remarks?
Well, Wally, as you know, security is a lot like other parts of law enforcement.
Right.
You see the seamy side of life a lot. And Officer Rick Gordon, who works for me here on the set, was telling me just the other day of an incident of child abuse that just made me sick. And it's unfortunate, and it's got to stop, and I agree 100% with you.
Life in prison with no chance of parole. Poor little kids. They have no way to defend themselves. Poor little babies.
Absolutely.
Horrifying. Okay, now if you're ready, it's time for the mailbag. You ready? Bill, here's a ridiculous letter from a nitwit called Miguel. He says, Dear Wally George, who in the heck cares about your stupid opinions? Oh. He says, your opinions are all ridiculous and you should keep them to yourself. Oh. Hey, listen, you stupid moron. This is my program and I'll keep on expressing my opinions. And by the way, Miguel, I'll give you another opinion right now. In my opinion, you are a stupid idiot. You're out of here. Okay, here's another one. It says, from John. He says, Dear Waldo. Oh, come on. He says, How come at the beginning of your show, your announcer always refers to you as the award-winning Wally George? I don't believe you've ever won any awards. Oh. For your edification, John probably doesn't know what that word means. For your edification, John, we have won 6 national awards, and I'm about to award one to you. I am awarding you Nitwit of the Year. How about that? Good award. Okay. Good award. Finally, we have a good letter from a guy named Jim Tyson over in Downey. Downey? Oh, don't ever say that word on this program. Okay, Jim says, this is a good one. Dear Wally, your show is the best on TV. Keep up the good work. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Jim. But you got to move out of Downey. That's a terrible
That's hard to believe coming from Downey.
From Downey, yeah. Okay. Now it's time to go to the audience. Let's get our first questioner. Go ahead. Can I have your name?
Yes, I'm Honorbon from Cerritos.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you think about decriminalizing gambling and prostitution and other victimless crimes for consenting adults?
Well, I'm sorry, my friend, that those are not victimless crimes.
Yeah, they are.
Are you contradicting me? Okay. Let me tell you that those are not victimless crimes. Prostitution is not a victimless crime. Believe me, there are lots of victims in gambling as well. Okay, yeah, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Dan Seaver from Chino Hills.
I love your hat.
Yeah.
Love your hat.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to know what you think about Rick Johnson, the famous motocross rider, getting hurt.
No, I didn't hear about it.
Oh, yeah, he broke his wrist.
Is that why you came up here?
Yeah.
Get out! Don't walk in front of the camera, people. Don't walk in front of the camera. This is a television show. Yes, go ahead.
My name is Brian Cox from Chino, California.
Yes. Hold it. Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to know your opinion on Mayor Tom Bradley's choice on putting subways in L.A. with this earthquake.
This is another idiotic thing that Tom Bradley has done. But Tom Bradley is a nitwit. We all know that, don't we? Let me tell you this. Tom Bradley is trying to seek his fifth term as mayor. Hold it. His fifth term as mayor of Los Angeles, and what a hypocrite he is, because when Mayor Bradley ran against Sam Yorty some years ago, he said no man should serve more than 2 terms as mayor of L.A., and now he wants his 5th term. Is that hypocrisy? Ridiculous. Let's go to this. Yes.
Hi, my name's Kevin from Norco.
Yes, Kevin, go ahead.
Do you think the Z-Best Carpet Whiz Kids sent Barry Minko's sentence of 25 years was long enough for him?
Well, I think that little nitwit has sent a message to other people who are trying to con Americans out of their money. I think Minko should have gotten 50 years. As a matter of fact, people who do that, people who steal money from people, people who are crooks and frauds and phonies should spend all of their time, the rest of their lives, behind bars. I'll be right back.
You know, when people want to get away and play, they try everything to save some money. Ads in the newspaper, travel agents. But there's a better way. Players Club. If you enjoy Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Reno, Lake Tahoe, the Caribbean, Players Club was made for you. You know, they book you into first-class places like the Riviera, the Flamingo Hilton, Paradise Island, Resorts International. And your membership card? Get you up to 60% off your room in season when other people can't even get the room. 25% off meals and drinks. Another 50% off shows. You don't get deals like that in the newspaper. And here's why this card's so special.
Players Club members are good customers, so we take care of them with discounts and privileges the general public can't get.
I can't give you all the details now, so call this number for plenty of free information. Read it, then make up your own minds. New members get 2 free room nights in Las Vegas or Atlantic City when Players Club books your flights.
Yo, you need to stop that. It ain't about hanging at the mall. It ain't about dropping out of school. You gotta stay in school. It ain't about breaking all the rules. It's about you and me today. It's about you and me. It's about making a better way. You know that we can make a better way. It's about earning what you make. You wanna make it, earn it. It's about life, for goodness sake. Yo, check it out. The Salvation Army, they're there for us. They care. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Welcome back. Wally George here with Hot Seat, the only show you really should watch on Saturday night, right? Hey, forget about Saturday Night Live. From what I can see, Saturday night is now dead. What do you think? Saturday Night dead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And now we continue. Don't forget, you people watching us here in Southern California, we're on the air every day, Monday through Friday, from 4:30 to 5. I do a commentary every day right here on 56. Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 5, and then I take your phone calls. So join us every day, 4:30 to 5, right here on KDOC TV 56, here in Southern California only. And now, Bill Bancroft, it's time. Oh, he's back, and I can hardly believe it. I'm ready to take him on now. If you bring on... Hold it down. Once again, our liberal loudmouth over here. Hold it down. Shh, shh, shh. Okay.
Well, you're right. This laser brain, liberal loudmouth, sitting right here, wants to convince you, I can't believe he's going to try this, that you should be opposed to Operation Rescue.
Oh, come on.
Right here next to me is Jim Myers.
Jim Myers, there he is. Now, you know, Jim, hold it. Jim, you are just one of many liberal lame brains who are protesting Operation Rescue, which took place here last weekend. And why are you protesting? You know, you guys don't mind holding your signs up saying, keep abortion legal. What you really mean is keep murder legal. But you object to these poor people who are protesting an Operation Rescue like they did last weekend when they're only, shut up, moron.
Wait a minute. Before we go any further, I've been meaning to ask you a question. Where's your former sidekick? I have a feeling he's lounging in an insane asylum somewhere after spending time with you. In fact, after listening to Bill, I think he's well on his way.
Hold on, you idiot. Listen.
He has no business even being on the show.
Hey, I don't think he has any business being on the show, do you? No, wait a minute. What I'm trying to say is...
Not very well,
why are you protesting these people from Operation Rescue who are only staging these protests to try to save the lives of little innocent unborn children?
Well, first of all, Wally, let me say that I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I know you and I have debated many controversial issues over time, and I don't think any are as emotional as this one.
That's right.
People are truly divided,
Saving
and I
lives.
Understand why. And so I do appreciate the opportunity to expose this deranged old geezer and his backward views.
So, answer my question. Why
do you... First of all, Mr. Law and Order, when liberals break the law, you want to throw them in prison, you pound your desk for the stiffest penalties. But now a group who is illegal that you agree with, well, you can't wait to forgive them. Don't forget, Mr. George, that abortion is legal. It's legal.
Let me tell you, my friend.
So I protest their illegal activities. Until the laws are changed, women have the legal right to have an abortion. And your people are in their way, and I resent it. In fact, any thinking human being ought to resent it. There's very few here, but...
I resent you and your people because I'll tell you, what we're trying to do in Operation Rescue, and I'm a part of them, what we're trying to do is to step in and go back and reverse the law back to the way it was in 1973. Yes, they were trying to block the doors of those slaughterhouse clinics, and I say, God bless them, they were trying to stop women from committing murder and slaughtering their babies.
You see, he would return to the days where women were forced to have abortions in dirty, dark dungeons where they're maimed and killed.
No, I would go back to the days when women, if they didn't want to have babies, they would cross their legs and say no.
Those days are long gone, Mr. George.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no. Just say no. Just say no.
That's right. Jim.
And all these guys, as soon as they're outside with their girlfriends, scream, please say yes.
Oh, shut up. What I'm saying is, you guys are always screaming for the rights of criminals, the rights of criminals, for the rights of the gays, for the rights of everybody.
Don't lump me in with all those people. We're talking about abortion.
Yeah, but
period.
What I'm saying is, you liberals are screaming about rights. Well, what about the rights of the unborn children, right? They have rights.
What about women's rights to make their own decisions? You know, I can't imagine the goal that you have to try to walk in women's shoes. You of all people, well, you're about a half a woman. You cannot be in their shoes. You cannot understand the way a woman thinks when she genuinely believes she does not want a child.
Hey, wait a minute. When she decides she does not want a child, well, what she is deciding is that she's going to murder her child, and I say that's wrong.
Like most of your views, they're too simple, they're too backward. Abortion is a controversial issue because it involves controversial side issues that you refuse to even address, such as what about choice versus government control? What about a woman's right to make her own decisions with her own body? What about various definitions of what is life? What about religion? All these are issues that make up that subject. It's not just as simple to bang your ugly desk.
Will you shut up? What about the right of a little innocent unborn child? And doctors have said that, I'll tell you, babies are human living beings from the moment of conception. And you people,
you scream and yell about their rights. What about the rights of the woman? What about them?
I'm telling you, if a woman is playing around in the hay, she has to accept the consequences.
You see, you're too ignorant. You're too ignorant to understand that Operation Rescue, you're too ignorant to understand that Operation Rescue ought to be devoting its efforts to educating children through the school system. It ought to be educating parents to do a better job and leave legal actions alone.
I say what we should be doing is teaching women that they don't just say, oh, well, if I get pregnant, I'll just have an abortion. I had a girl on this show, 18 years of age, and she told me she had 4 abortions. Can you believe that? I say it's time for Operation Rescue to send the message across America that we want the Supreme Court to repeal Roe versus Wade and make abortion, the murder of babies, illegal again in America. I'll be right back.
Katie Simpson is at that age. Who was that kid? Where girls go wild.
It's kind of a kick having this power.
Guys go crazy. And dads go nuts.
I have had the most fabulous time of my life. Dad, what are you doing here?
Because she's out of control.
Is this romantic or what?
Rated PG. Starts Friday, April 14th at a theater near you.
What's it like pitching in the series?
Like climbing a mountain, like going to battle. No matter how many games you win, how many awards you get, you never do it alone. It takes teamwork. All the guys giving their best. That's what makes the Sporting News a winner, too. Teamwork. 40 top baseball writers covering every team in every city every week.
The pros know the Sporting News delivers great news updates, full team-by-team reports, and thousands of stats.
More stats and inside stuff than any other sports weekly. So get the Sporting News for the best baseball coverage, plus weekly coverage of football, basketball, and hockey. Find out for yourself why over 725,000 sports fans get the Sporting News Weekly and get smart for themselves.
Call 1-800-453-6600 and get 56 issues of the Sporting News for 4 payments of just $9.66. You'll save 69% off the cover price, 40% off the regular subscription rate. Call now 1-800-453-6600. 1-800-453-6600.
Enter KDOC TV's Music Maker Contest and win this beautiful Schaefer & Sons electronic keyboard from Colton Piano and Organ. It's the keyboard that teaches you in the privacy of your own home without a teacher. Just follow the lights. It's easy. To enter, send your name, address, and phone number on a postcard to KDOC Music Maker Contest, P.O. Box 56, Anaheim 92803, or fill out an entry blank at the Colton Piano store near you. No purchase necessary. Enter as many times as you want. Winner will be announced Friday, April 28th during Perry Mason between 7 and 8 p.m. on KDOC.
We're back. Wally George here.